Welcome back my YouTube families. Here I have 760 ml of warm milk. To that I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of sugar, and to that I'm going to add in 4.5 teaspoons of dry yeast and half a teaspoon. And whisk well. Cover it with a cloth and rest it for 10 minutes for the yeast to proof. After 10 minutes, remove the cover. Add to the yeast mixture melted butter. Excuse my parrot, he always likes to be noisy, and when I talk he likes to make more noise. And also to that you add 1 teaspoon. To that you add in 1.2 kilos of plain flour. Okay, you can divide this into 4. I'm making today a lot because I need to, when I make a lot I normally feed homeless people, so I'm taking for them. Yeah, so you can divide it 4. Mix with the spatula like that. Mix it well, like in shape of 8. As you can see, when all the liquid has incorporated with the dry ingredients, it becomes a little bit harder to use the spatula to fold the flour. So I'm going to use my hand to knead. Knead for 5 minutes. I think I forgot to mention how much butter I add. I actually added 85 grams unsalted butter. Okay, I actually softened the butter by putting in the microwave for 15 minutes. Okay. I'm going to cover and leave it for half an hour. After half an hour, knead the dough again for another 5 minutes. Cover and rest it for another half an hour. While the dough is resting, I'm going to show you how to make taro paste. Taro is generally known as a yam or water yam, originated from Southeast Asia. It's often confused with sweet potato, sweet purple potato like this. In some part of the country, therefore, it's called taro. So they make taro rolls, taro buns, taro cake, taro drinks, and so on. So taro is genuinely accompanied with meat or sweet liquid dessert because of its starchy and distinctive flavor. So here I'm going to use sweet potato, which is again called taro paste. So this has already been steamed, peeled, and I'm going to mash it with a hand. If you want smooth paste, you have to use food processor. When I'm using hand masher, it's a bit lumpy sometimes, but that's okay for the taro paste. Here I think I have about 500 to 600 grams of mashed taro, but it's up to you how much taro you want to use. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt, say half a teaspoon of salt. And to that I'm also going to add thickened cream. I'm just using a cheaper brand, you can use whatever. So the measurement is just as you mixing it in, just see the texture. If it's like a very creamy texture, that's what you want. And also have to add some sugar, taste it, how much sugar you prefer. So there's no real measurement. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar at this stage. That's heat, it's not leveled. And keep mixing. As you can see, the texture is creamier now. If you can't get hold of thick cream, you can use full cream milk. Okay, that's the consistency that I like. You can feel it, it's nice, smooth and creamy. Put a cover and set that aside until the dough is ready. Half an hour later, the dough is ready. Just punch all the air out and knead for another 5 minutes. I'm going to oil the bench so when I roll the dough into ball shape, it doesn't stick to the surface. Use lightly. Now I'm going to transfer the dough onto the board and start dividing. I'm going to divide the dough into 4. The recipe is ×4 of the normal recipe. So if you're cooking for yourself, just divide it into 4. Because I'm cooking for homeless, I normally make a lot. I'm also going to make after this fried rice in rice cooker. I'll show you. And roughly we should get about 16 to 15 rolls. See? Yeah, I've made it into 24, divided into 24. So each one is weighing about 80 grams. You can make it into 16 balls as well. It's a little bit bigger, but I decided to go smaller. And then now what we have to do is knead again each rolls and then make it into a shape of ball like that. You can roll it on your palm or you can roll it on the surface of your bench. As you can see, I've already got 24 rolls. It's rolled. Now I'm going to flatten it to fill each roll with taro fillings. 15 minutes before baking time, heat up the oven to 180 degrees Celsius and each roll should be cooked about 20 to 25 minutes depending on your oven. Okay, if it's turned lightly golden, you know it's done. And I'm also, before you're placing it in the oven, I'm going to use egg wash. So with the egg wash, it's just 1 egg with 1 tablespoon of water. Whisk well and then just brush it and then place it in the oven. Thinner the outside layer because that's where the folding is going to be, so don't thinner the middle layer. Okay, that should be done. I'm going to show how to flatten. You can use a rolling pin like that. Just roll it like that, turn it around, roll it again. Don't press too hard, be firm on the roller because what you want is the edges to be thinner. So that's the edges. Okay. You can grab the edge like that, you can see stretching. Okay, so just place it on the stove. Give it a gentle press like that. Look at the sides. If this side looks smoother, turn it to this side to be outside. So this side doesn't look nice. So we're going to flip it the other way. So take the smooth side, place it on your palm. Okay, and place the filling inside. Grab the edges, stretch it slightly, and then pinch. Put a thumb and hold the paste in place like that. And then give a gentle twist and pinch. Seal the bottom. See how smooth it looks? And now you just roll it on the surface of your board and on the baking. If you're finding it a bit harder, the first method that I showed, just roll it then. If it's easier for you, just roll it. But make sure roll the edge thinner. So you can see I'm pressing more, put more pressure on the edges. Okay, turn the side that doesn't look very smooth. So flip it over. Keep the smooth side on your palm like that. Okay. So I've already pre-prepared the egg wash. You can add 1 egg to 1 tablespoon of water or 1 tablespoon of milk. It's up to you. So let's brush it and leave the dough to rise. When you finish brushing, let the dough to rest for another 40 minutes or double in its size. So in the meantime, 15 minutes before baking, you want to heat up. As you can see, the rolls have risen double. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to be, I want it to look a bit nicer, so I'm going to sprinkle some sesame seeds. I was looking for black sesame seeds. I know I have, but I couldn't find it, so I'm going to use just the normal raw sesame seed. I'm not sure what's that. I think it's the skin of the sesame. Okay, just drop it some like that. Okay. Now I'm going to stick all this in the oven and I'm going to bake about 20 to 25 minutes. As you can see, after 20 minutes, the bread roll is done. Or Taro roll, I would say. Look at that, how yummy it looks, how squishy, and you can press and it bounces back. Okay, and if you like my content, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much to all my subscribers.